Hello there and welcome back to my channel and to the Ultimate Racing League sponsored by Eldridge Air Conditioning, and welcome to round 5 of our Pro-Am 2 Porsche Cup Championship, and we move on to Road Atlanta in the United States, 2.5 mile clockwise circuit, 45 miles northeast of Atlanta City here in Georgia. And 12 corners around this circuit, 19 laps for this race one is what we're prepared for. And I think the drivers are also ready and prepared. And we'll go through the grid. I won't do the points situation going into this one. I will leave that and give you those next time out at the start of our Enduros. This is the final sprint race of the season. We're at that halfway point, and it's all going to change dramatically, I think, in that second half of the race of the championship when we start hitting those Enduros and those longer races. So, as I say, 19 laps round here for race one, and early part of the morning here, lights just coming up, and I think it's time to get on with it. And we have Peter, who's made himself, or put himself, I should say, up there on pole position for this first race. We've got Flat B in second. In that pink Porsche, we've got Willard in third, Black Star in fourth, Mystic Clegg in fifth, RJS Racing in sixth. These are our championship leaders still. Aussie Rooster seventh, Swifty eighth. Tidders in ninth, Rufus in 10th, who's got a new livery for this round. So all of the new American livery for this. Digi in 11th. And Sideways George in 12th. So it's 12 cars about to rock their way around this circuit, going through the final corner now. Lights will go out green, and away we go. The start of this first race down to turn one now. As I said before, these corners haven't actually got any names, so there's a few that I've made up for this circuit. It's unusual. In the American circuit, some of them have some really odd names, but this one actually don't have any names at all. They're just 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way to 12. As there's a little bit getting a little bit close and personal up there through turns 3 and 4 down through the S's now through this difficult section. Just got to control that car through here. Don't run it wide up over the hill there, and someone's gone off, and that's RJS, our championship leader, has had a bit of a mistake there. Let's have a look. He's obviously got it wrong coming through. That left-hander, difficult corner this one. Does he take too much curve, or does the back end just come round? Well, there weren't much there, was there? Just a little bit too much power. Looked like he just brushed that barrier, but he's got front damage now, and he drops the back down to 11th place. So going to try and do that again now. RJS, those soft tyres. Sideways George behind him in 12th place. But back to our leader. Long campers straight now. Peter still leading it ahead of Flat B in second, Willard in third. And we've got a battle between Black Star, Mystic Clegg trying for the outside line. It will put you on the inside, but Black Star's wise to that, and we'll keep that inside line up over the hill now, under the bridge to complete lap one. But there's two. A great battle, and it looks like Flat B also, as Mystic Clegg's going to have a look at turn one. That's not really a passing place. That's difficult to go through there without making contact. Peter still remains in the lead ahead of Flat B, and Willard in third. This is a difficult corner, this right hander. Just got to tap at the brakes there, chuck it down possibly one gear, and then the start of the S's all the way through. There's Rufus in that new livery. I say an American livery, it's not an American theme livery, it's just a new livery for this American round. It's through in that red and black. I actually think I prefer that one than the ones he has been using in this championship. The red and black does quite does suit that Porsche actually. Digi ahead of him. We had a good victory last time out, and we're looking again for another one as Rufus sticks his front nose in there. Didn't quite get it right, as RJS now picks up half a second, so goes off on lap one, gets a half a second penalty here on lap two, and not going well for him at the moment, but long way to go. Still knocking out faster sectors, but then it's lap two, so everyone does that anyway, in fairness. So Peter now with a He's actually pulled away, hasn't he, from Flat B, and Willard getting himself a nice little gap out front as he crosses the line. Picks up that fastest lap as well, 1:20.4 to start lap 3. Flat B just dropping back a bit. Willard still there, and Mystic Clegg was got past. Now up into 4th place, and actually, have we lost? Who did we lose there? Did we lose Blackstar? What happened to him? My goodness me, he was fighting it up, wasn't he? So he's had a major off. Where did that happen? There it is. Oh, the chicane for the end of lap 2. Let's go back a bit and see, because he was fighting with Mystic Clegg, and this is where we see it, didn't we? Mystic Clegg was coming on the outside. Looked like Blackstar had it, and I completely missed this, and he just ran it wide and out into the gravel. Easy pass for everybody, including Mystic Clegg, so didn't need to battle in the end, did he? As Blackstar just comes on in front of, or right behind RJS, but in front of Sideways George, but down to 11th, so Blackstar was looking good, but it's down to 11th place now, so not what he wanted, was it? Back to our leaders, pick it back up where they were, and now Aussie Rooster's got half a second, and what happened there? What did his back end, ghosted. Lucky for him, so 5th place, looking okay here, picks up a penalty, not sure where we would have got that, but obviously track limit somewhere. Then his back end wanted to try and come round, and he drops back down to 9th, and now right in front of RJS, side by side through here, doesn't work. RJS up the inside though, obviously just had to lift a little bit and let him go. Obviously had that bit more pace, RJS, so no point in trying to battle that. So back to 10th goes Aussie Rooster, and that half a second that he's got to take off at the next point, which is just around this right corner along this back straight, campus straight. So he's going to drop behind. Well, he may not drop behind Blackstar, actually, he may just stay in 10th place. Half a second doesn't really lose you that much, in fairness. Just a bit of time. Look at this for Mystic Clegg. Working his way through, still got people and Flat B in there, 1st and 2nd, and Willard under all sorts of pressure for Mystic Clegg there in 4th place. And Willard is not going to have an easy race here, is he? It's not comfortable 3rd place at the moment, 4 laps in and a long way to go, and already under pressure from Mystic Clegg who takes a lot of grass, and that's not going to help, and that's definitely not going to help, and he's going to struggle to get that stopped with the dirt on his tyres. Actually did quite well there, but yeah, going to pick up a second there. That was straight lining it, wasn't it? There's no doubt about that, and that's exactly what the game thought the two, and a second penalty given. So that's a bit of relief for Willard. He can breathe a little easier now, knowing that Mystic Clegg's not right up his chuff, and that second penalty as well, which he may lose to Swifty. We haven't seen yet in this race, but 5th place, just sitting there. He's going to go past Mystic Clegg, take that 4th just like that. Mystic Clegg then back to 5th place, and he's going to drop into the clutches of Tidders, who's got the inevitable different colour scheme on. This time it's a really luminous yellow. Certainly won't miss him here today. 6th place. He's got any excuse of hitting him. Can't say they didn't see him. JS 7th, so he is making his way back through. There's Digi in 8th place. Blackstar 9th, Aussie 10th, and Sideways in 11th. Hasn't really got it going yet, has he? And Rufus, he's dropped back down, and he's down to 12th. I don't think that was the first mistake. He's a long way back. He's a really long way back, is Rufus. I don't know what happened there. He's almost being lapped. He's also picked up an half a second penalty. Then he runs it wide at this point. So he's had major off somewhere. There is some dents at the front. I don't know if I'm going to catch the incident again now. It's probably a bit too late. Probably won't find it, but that's a massive gap that he's lost, or a big off that he's had there somewhere. So really unsure what would have happened there. Maybe went off at turn 1. Lost all that time, but who knows? We're all speculating here. I am, and Well, that colour scheme's not helping him out yet, is it? So 12th for him. There's our leader, Peter, coming down Campus Straight now towards the chicane for the 5th time. Now, can Peter get his first win? I don't like saying that because kind of commentators curse and all that sort of stuff. But we'll have to wait and see. But at the moment, looking good as he starts lap 6. Still with that another fastest lap, I should say, on 1:19.6 now for Peter. It's like he quite fancies it here. Maybe quite likes this circuit. Flat B looking good in 2nd as well, and Willard in 3rd. In fairness, these are the 3 that's been from the start. Top 3 and still the top 3, and got a little gap now over Swifty and Mystic Clegg and Tidders. But these 3 are looking okay, and as I say that, Swifty's going to lose 4th place because he's had a big off through the S's, and he's just going to have to sit there until it's all clear, which it is now. Kind of. He's going to have Black Star right behind him now, but yeah, did the right thing there, but big damage at the front of the car there. Let's have another look. We see the back end of it, didn't we? Through the S's, again, easily done. Well, he catches a grasp, but he couldn't catch it like Mystic Clegg did, and that's a big hit. Big front hit into the barriers there, over to the right-hand side of the circuit for Swifty. And then inevitably going to have some front damage there. Oh, and then he tries to apply the power, and the back end goes again, and it's he's going to drop all the way down to 11th place. He's not going to get done by Rufus. He's a long way back, but 11th place and even more damage to add to the damage that he already had. So Swifty going to be one of those races, this race one, I think. For him, it's Rufus. So our leader's looking good. Mystic Clegg now in 4th place. Not really under any pressure yet from Tidders, although it does look like a high-vis car is catching him a little bit. JS is going with him. Full turn 1, little lift there. Use all of the track, very wide at that point, so you can go pretty quick through there. Turn 1, just got to control it a little bit. Tidders now. Oh, and RJS, I see, got that wrong. Now he could get done by Digi here, who's got way more. Oh, that's good. That was a good pass considering he had to make it. Well, no, he didn't. Actually, it wasn't a great pass, was it, in the end? But he did kind of get in the way a little bit, RJS. Just go back a minute and see what happened. So we see him go onto the grass there. Oh, and it weren't a lot in it, but enough to swing him round, and then he just gets going. He's on the inside line. Digi's coming down in with pace. Had to cut the grass to try and go past him, and then he couldn't make the corner. He's out there. Use all that runoff, and back on in 7th place. Mystic Clegg was waited. Not sure why he waited. Now, why did he wait? It wasn't Mystic Clegg, was it? That was RJS, or was it Mystic Clegg? Did I get it wrong? It's RJS, so why did Mystic Clegg wait? Oh no, he didn't wait. He had an off as well. So when did he have an off? So he's coming through the S's. RJS is going to have his off behind him at this point. Digi. And then he just loses it. Yeah, and he goes out and he smashes into the wall, and front damage as well. And a lot of these Porsches are going to have a lot of front damage when they go into their box at the end of this race. Engineer's going to have some work to do for race 2. So Mystic Clegg will wait, slotting behind Digi into 7th position. That's allowed RJS through, but remember, he's still got damage from his 2 offs. Digi also, he's getting it going after he went off. His damage is okay though. And Black Star behind them in 8th. So all closed up here. Lots of drama going on with this group of cars, or at least this group here. JS, Digi and Mystic Clegg in the same lap. Everything was happening through that first section. So I just need to settle down a little bit, boys. Let's get it very easy done round here, to be fair. One of them tracks where you get it wrong by like a foot offline, and you'll know about it. so precise through this bit here. Flat B and Willard, they're looking okay at the moment. It looks like they've got that sussed. Again, I'm not going to say too much, but as it stands, he's free. Looking okay. Lap 8 of 19 here at Road Atlanta, Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta, to give it its full title. Tidders up to 4th, courtesy of all the shenanigans that's been going on, or was going on in front of him, now behind him. So Tidders then. We'll have to change his name to URL High-Vis after this one. Wonder what other colour schemes he's got lined up for the remaining 5 rounds. There's RJS in 5th place, Digi 6th, Mystic Clegg in 7th, Black Star in 8th, Aussie Rooster 9th, Sideways in 10th, Swifty in 11th, and Rufus in 12th. So not really much going on here. The closest battle probably is in these top 3 between Willard and Flat B at the moment. These are the 2 that's probably closest on track, and someone's gone for spinning, and that's RJS again. See it on the map there, and he's not through the same bit again. Yeah, he is. My goodness me, he's not liking this bit, is he? This is where we went wrong before, and that was, again, just came round on him. He didn't even touch the grass on that occasion. So not liking it at all through that section, is it? Is Porsche. Right to 8th, and at this point you're thinking, can I do anything right? Aussie Rooster with half a second as well. Goes up to 8th, RJS to 9th, but yeah, it's like, wow, I can't. He's probably trying everything he can to get through there without making a mistake, and it just, well, he's not even really making any mistakes, is he? Swifty now behind Sideways George, so I think he must have had another off as well. Sideways up to 10th now. Rufus, we know, still in 12th place. I think there's going to be any change in that particular position, but here's our leader Peter, starting lap 10 on 1:19.3 now, so he keeps knocking out fastest laps, does Peter. 19.3 for him. That NASA inspired car. Maybe he has actually got some rockets in the back of his car here. Who knows, but looking pretty good at the moment. As Willard's actually taking that 2nd place now off of Flat B. Now, where did that take place? Can we catch it? It's before then, isn't it? Now, is it on the chicane? Yes, it is. Down into the chicane. Lap 9. Nice move up the inside. Easy as you like. Out the other side and up to 2nd place. Flat B down to 3rd. So Willard then makes up another place. Yeah. It's our leader. Tidders in 4th still. Pretty big gap then back to Digi in 5th place. Mystic up to 6th now. Black Star in 7th. Aussie Rooster 8th. RJS in 9th after he's off again. Sideways 10th. Swifty 11th. Rufus 12th. We'll keep with this at the moment just to see what's going to happen. Actually, we'll stick with RJS because I don't believe it. You know what? I was just as I came to him, I was talking to myself, let's go back to RJS and see if he can actually manage to get through this section without going off. And, well, he didn't. So as he came through, and again, nothing really. Just grabbed too much of that inside curve that time. And he's having an absolute nightmare. And I tell you what, engineers will be in the back of the truck now trying to find a new nose for that Porsche, because for this race, it's going to need one. And a whole lot more, I think. The front of that car is going to be absolutely mullered. So we'll got some work to do for race 2. Not going to get much out of this one, I feel. Not now at 10 laps in, out of the 19. really hope for, assuming he can get through that S's now to the end and doesn't come off every single lap up to the end, is that some of the cars ahead of him might make some mistakes and he might be able to make a couple of places up, but his race pretty much is done. So this could start to affect that top of that championship and the points that he had. Peter, though, looks like he's on for maximum points at the moment. There's Peter, looks really good there out in front. Haven't seen him make one mistake yet, and fingers crossed he will be fine till the end. Peter then looking like he's hitting all his marks through. The ball nose and up Campers straight now. The fans shouting and calling and waving his name, and he'll be focused, looking forward. He'll be enjoying himself out there at the moment, but still a lot of work to do, still a long way to go, still a lot of concentration to be had, and he knows it. But Peter looking good. Willard in second now, we know. Flat B in third. Still keeping with Willard. So this could go right down to the end, couldn't it, with these two? But that certainly looks out like our top three at the moment. Tidder's in fourth, kind of on his own now. He's going to try everything he can to get onto the back of the three in front, but not a million miles away, but he's got quite a big gap to bridge there. What he needs to do, if you can catch him, is if you can get past him. Oh, I think that was a little bit of glitching actually. What he needs to do, if you can get amongst them, is get that sun that has now come out. Beautiful day here now in here at Road Atlanta. If you can get between them, get that sun glistening on that luminous yellow, that should make them think twice. They won't be able to see where they're going with that lot, but we'll catch them first, of course. There he is, Willard and Flat B. There's Tidders. Digi in fifth place. Mystic Leg in sixth. Got half a second there. Should be okay, although Black Star will be looking to maybe grab that sixth off him coming down. Yeah, he should have the pace to get past. He does into the chicane. So sixth place. Can he get it stopped though? Tighter line from Black Star. Lovely actually. Yeah, good through there. But Mystic Clegg back on it now, trying to chase down Digi ahead of him in fifth place. Mystic Clegg looks like he's got a lot of pace in there. Just needs to be careful. Now how unpredictable this circuit can be in places, and you don't want to be throwing it all away. He's there in seventh place and he nearly ran it wide there. There's Mystic Clegg. Just lost a fraction of a time. Just want to be able to lift a little bit to avoid running wide. Up over the rise, down the other side now. Quite a big dip there actually. The telly doesn't give it justice. It's quite a steep slope. This is all downhill at this point. Right down at the furthest point of the circuit now. Back up the other side through Bullnose and along the Campers straight now. Now, what does Mystic Clegg do? Is he close enough for a run on Black Star? Can he get that sixth place back again at the chicane? It certainly looks like he's got that slipstream in effect now, but maybe too late. Yeah, it's too far back there to have a go. So he's going to have to sit in seventh, but looks like this isn't over between these two or three now, because Digi is now right ahead of him, and now it's going to get to the point of this race, 13 laps. We're going to start to see tyres beginning to feel a little bit different, so cars are going to be feeling a bit different. Driver's going to have to be a little bit more aware, and Digi nearly runs it wide there at turn one, just held on, but he's run it wide now and he's going to lose a place to Black Star, which he does, and now Mystic Clegg's up the side of him. He's going to lose a place to him as well, because he's on the outside. From fifth to seventh in the space of two corners goes Digi, and that was all just due to the fact he ran a bit wide there at turn one. So, the thing is, yeah, Mystic Clegg's got half a second. That's running it too wide on over the top there on the rise. So he might get that 6th place back, Digi, but yeah, he's got to get it past these again now. All the time he's got, I mean, he didn't lose that much time, but it was just the fact that he had to lift. It was enough for the guys to get through. It's dropping down to 7th. But does he get that 6th place back now? He does, up the inside. Mystic Clegg. Great awareness from Mystic Clegg. To be able to see what's happening around him. Just let Digi through. So up to 6th he goes, 7th for Mystic Clegg, and he's had a, I just see him screeching, nearly lost it at the top of the hill there under the bridge. Again, the car does go light up over the top there, so be a bit careful. Look at the time he's lost now on Digi, and actually he's pulled in Aussie Rooster now because of a little mistake. So he lost a lot of time ahead of him just from that little squiggly moment. His back end. Aussie Rooster now trying to chase down Mystic Clegg. In 8th place now, Aussie Rooster through the S's. It's all about control through that section. Don't run it too wide over that white solid line. If you get all your car over there, that's a definite penalty. So far, there's only been 1 or 2, I think, that's done that. So they're behaving themselves through there. They're not using too much of the track. Sideways up to 9th now, so he's slowly but surely getting his way through, keeping out of trouble. Got no one around him, but he's just letting them all fall around him, and he's just coming through. Sometimes that's the way to do it, just be consistent. Don't need to push hard and make mistakes. Just knock out your consistent laps, and have a look at these times. The last 5 or 4 laps from 11 to 14 have all been on the 120 mark, so prior to that is a few 121, so he's very consistent around here with Sideways George. Let's just see what he gets here as he crosses the line. Yeah, another 120. It's a 120 dead then, so almost in the 19s. 9th place, however. Oh, there's a yellow flag. Now, why is there a yellow flag? Who's gone off here? There is a car ahead of him. Is it Mystic Clegg? It is. He's gone off again. Let's have a look. Turn 1 he goes. It does look like he was gaining a little bit again onto Digi Blackstar, but he's going to lose through here. He's going to do exactly what RJS. Yeah, you cannot take too much of that inside curve. You get your wheel on that, your front wheel, and it's just, you cannot steer the thing. Just goes sideways on you, and that's exactly what happened. And talking of sideways, he should be coming through onto the back of Mystic Clegg now. There he is. So sideways for Mystic Clegg, and sideways for Mystic Clegg. I mean, the guy behind him. So Mystic Clegg with all sorts of sideways going on here. So can Sideways, the driver, get Mystic Clegg and get that 8th place off him. Maybe just a bit too far back here to get into that slipstream. Yeah, it's going to take effect now, but by the time it takes effect, you're hitting the braking zone for this next chicane. It's too late by then, so you've got to be obviously a lot closer than that. Whoa, it's coming in there like a steam train sideways. Late on the brakes. Didn't think he was going to make that then, but he did make the chicane. He did make the corner. Maybe lost him a fraction of a time on Mystic Clegg there, but still fighting with the car in front there. We've got RJS, who, yeah, he's had a pretty terrible race by his standards here. He's had more offs than he's had on here, and 10th place is pretty much about sums up his race, really. So this is going to put a little dent in his championship standing at the top. Two and a half laps to go. Swifty in 11th and Rufus in 12th. Rufus just coming through the S's. with our leader, Peter, just coming through the S's. So that's the close, and it could actually end up getting the blue flag, Rufus, with Peter, who's on an absolute charge here. Gets onto the back of him. He's not that far off him at all, but the point is, he's way out in front now, Peter, who's got a lovely lead over Willard and Flatby, who's still at it. Nothing's changed, still second and third, but it's been like that pretty much all of the race. Chidder's in fourth still, but now also what we do, look at his fuel. These guys will be flat out on these soft tyres, and actually the fuel levels are going to be very, very close round here, and it's not actually a mandatory pit stop required, but some guys might decide, well, it's going to be a bit late to go in. If you go in now, you might as well call it a day, but you might have to start fuel saving some of them. Peter looks to be okay though, looks like he's worked his fuel to perfection here. Willard has not got much, but should be okay with the 2 laps. Flat B on the other hand is already on the red and flashing. He's now still got 2 laps. Well, actually 1 lap to go, sorry, my mistake. So he should be alright. They're on their final lap now. I thought he was on the penultimate lap, but we're actually on the final lap. So we do start lap 19 then here at Road Atlanta. Tidder's also with not a lot of fuel, so I think most of these guys will just going to flick through them all quickly and just see how the fuel levels. Yeah, it's a bit of a mix, but most of them should just about be able to get out of this final lap out of them without having any dramas. But it's going to be very close for some of them. Some of them will be running on fumes by the time they cross that line. But one driver that isn't, one driver that's going to win, one driver who's going to get the fastest lap as well is Peter, who's led it from the start. A great drive. He's had been no trouble whatsoever. He's hit his marks, hit his lines. Been under no pressure from anybody. He's going to come in with a 1:19 flat, assuming he doesn't beat that time on this lap, which is a great time. Up over the top for the last time into the sweeper at the final corner, turn 12, to take victory. Well done, Peter. Really good drive for him. He'll be pleased with that. Winner of race 1, Willard, will also be pretty pleased with that. Second place for Willard. It's where he belongs in his eyes. Flat B in 3rd place. Good battle for them two. They weren't far at all from each other all the race. Tidders will come in the 4th. He will run it in fumes. We've seen him run out before as well, so he should know all about that. Blackstar will get 5th, so pretty good for him in the end. Digi in 6th place. Aussie Rooster, in 7th. Did get past Mystic Clegg, and as Mystic Clegg had another problem, as we see Aussie Rooster come over, Mystic Clegg must have had another off because he's under all sorts of pressure from RJS, and he's going to come in 8th place, Mystic Clegg. RJS behind him in 9th. Sideways in 10th, and he has run out, or has he run out? He's just coasting through here, so I'm not sure what that's about. He's going to stop. Now, has he had a trouble? Is he waiting for something's happened? He's going to let Swifty go by. Swifty gets 10th. Sideways in 11th now. Rufus, I'm not sure what Sideways is doing actually. Has he got stuck in gear? Is he trying to get him moving? But whatever's happening, he's waiting for Rufus, who is a long way behind, remember. So I don't know. Maybe there was an incident somewhere. Oops, let's go back. Sideways, you're going to see Rufus coming down through towards the final corner now to take 12th. No, and he's stopped. And why has he stopped? Well, we've got 2 cars looking at each other here. Has there been some coming together somewhere? I'm not sure, but one of them's got to make a move. Someone's going to have to cross that line, otherwise we're going to be here all night watching these two. Well, he's found reverse gear as Rufus, and now Sideways sitting there, Rufus sitting there. I really don't know what's going on, guys, but one of you just finish it and we can get on with race 2. So I'm really not sure what's happening with this. But I'm going to assume that Sideways got... Yeah, it's run out of time anyway. There you go. So I'm going to assume that Sideways got 11th and Rufus coming in 12th. So I'm not sure what happened there. But anyway, that is your race 1. Congratulations to Peter. Had a fantastic race there. And, well, join me next time, which won't be long, for race 2. Another great one there, I'd imagine, coming up. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Remember, like and subscribe if you can. And if you can... just share it to one person, the video. That's all it needs to be. if you can. Really appreciate it. Thanks very much. See you again. Bye for now.